What if you were a Roman legionary for one day? From sunrise to sunset, discover how a soldier truly lived. Dawn in the camp. The sun rises over the misty hills of the Roman frontier. The camp stirs to life. Soldiers emerging from their leather tents, the scent of smoke and iron filling the morning air. For a Roman legionary, every day begins with discipline and order. A new day rises over the Roman camp. The air is crisp, the armor shines, and the sound of footsteps echoes through the morning mist. For a legionary, every sunrise means one thing: another chance to prove his strength. A new day, a new training, a new resistance, a new battle, a new friendship, and yes, a new adventure waiting to unfold. He stretches his arms, feels the weight of his armor, and smiles faintly. Yesterday's dust still clings to his sandals, but today will be glorious. The centurion's horn calls out, it's time. Swords clash in rhythm, shields rise in perfect sync. Laughter mixes with war cries as comrades push each other to be better, faster, stronger. Each scar tells a story, each bruise a lesson, and every friend a brother. For a Roman legionary, life is not just about battle. It's about courage, loyalty, and the moments in between. The quick jokes by the campfire, the taste of fresh bread, and the quiet pride of standing shoulder to shoulder with those who share your fate. A new day means more than survival. It means rising again, no matter how many times you've fallen. This is the life of a Roman legionary, brave, loyal, unbreakable. And as the sun climbs higher over the eternal empire, the adventure begins once more. Morning routine and breakfast. The first task is cleanliness and inspection. Each man ensures his armor gleams and his sword edge is sharp. Breakfast is simple: bread, cheese, and watered wine. Strength and discipline, not luxury, sustain Rome's legions. Imagine this. The sun is barely up over the Roman camp. The air smells like dust, firewood, and freshly baked bread. Our brave legionary wakes up, stretches, and gets ready for the most important mission of the morning: breakfast. Now don't expect bacon and eggs. This isn't your modern buffet. A Roman soldier's breakfast, or prandium, was all about fuel and function. First on the menu, grain lots and lots of grain. Wheat was the star of every meal. Soldiers ground it themselves using small hand mills. Mix it with a little water, maybe a splash of olive oil, and voila. You've got bread, porridge, or a hearty soup. If you're lucky, and I mean really lucky, you might have some bacon or cheese to toss in. Oh yes, Romans loved bacon. It was salty, smoky, and perfect for keeping you marching all day. Vegetables like lentils, onions, and cabbage often made an appearance too. Not the most glamorous breakfast, but hey, it got the job done. And to drink, not coffee, not milk, but a sedum, a sour, watered-down wine. Think of it as the Roman version of an energy drink. Strong, sour, and definitely wakes you up. Each group of 8 soldiers, called a contubernium, cooked together over a campfire. No fancy kitchen, no chef, just teamwork, laughter, and probably a few burnt loaves of bread. So next time you sit down for your breakfast, remember, the Roman legionary didn't just eat to live, he ate to conquer. Breakfast done, breadcrumbs brushed off. Now it's time to trade the wooden spoon for something a bit sharper, the gladius. The camp comes alive with the sound of horns and shouts. Rows of legionaries line up, shields gleaming in the sun, ready for another day of training. Because in Rome's army, every day is a battle before the real battle. First lesson of the day, the sword drill. Each soldier practices precise thrusts, blocks, and strikes. Not wild swinging, but measured, controlled moves. The Roman way wasn't about looking cool. It was about staying alive. Next up, shield formations. Testudo, the centurion shouts, and within seconds, the soldiers snap together, shields locking above and around them like a living fortress. You can hear the thud of practice spears hitting shields. Bam, bam, bam. Looks like chaos, but it's perfect discipline. Then, the spear and pilum drills. Each throw must hit the mark. Strong, straight, unstoppable. The Roman pilum wasn't just a spear, it was an enemy's worst nightmare. Once it hit a shield, it bent, making it useless. Smart, right? Archery follows. Though not every legionary was an archer, every soldier knew how to aim. The air hums with the sound of arrows flying. Whoosh, whoosh. Hours pass under the blazing sun. Sweat, dust, and laughter fill the air. And through it all, one thing becomes clear. This isn't just training. This is how Rome built its power. One disciplined swing, one steady march, one soldier at a time. The signal comes and we finally start walking. The signal comes, we march. Mile after mile, shield and pack upon our shoulders. The sound of sandals on earth becomes our heartbeat. Together we move as one, the living machine of Rome. Scene 6, battle preparation. Scouts bring word. The enemy is near. We prepare in silence. Armor tightened, swords sharpened, hearts steady. There's fear, but duty is stronger. The clash of battle, the horn sounds. The world explodes. Dust, metal, chaos. Training becomes instinct. I swing, block, survive. And when silence falls, only the wind remains. Sound of battle fades in. Metal clashes, shouting, drums pounding. The air burns with dust and fire. The ground trembles beneath the march of Rome. In the heart of the storm, the legion stands, fearless, unbroken. Their shields rise like a wall of iron. Their swords flash like lightning. Each strike is not just a blow, it is a promise to Rome, to their brothers, to the honor they carry. Watch them move. Every swing of the gladius is sharp, precise. Deliberate one cuts through chaos. Another deflects a spear with the calm of a veteran. The pilum, the Roman spear, flies through the air, bending, piercing armor, breaking lines. They fight not with rage, but with purpose. Among them, courage is not loud, it is steady. A soldier blocks a strike meant for his comrade another. Wounded and bleeding, still rises, still swings. Their strength comes not from fury, but from faith. Faith in the man beside them. You can feel the rhythm of their hearts echo with every clash. Shields thunder, blades sing, and the dust turns gold beneath the setting sun. They are warriors, yes, but more than that, they are brothers. They fight with ferocity, but they protect with compassion. Every movement tells a story of loyalty, endurance, and defiance. And as the battle roars on, one truth remains unshaken. Rome does not yield. Rome endures. Rome conquers, not by the strength of one, but by the courage of all. Drums slow, dust settles, distant horn sounds, for they are the heart of the legion, and their courage will echo for eternity. And so, our day comes to an end. Fires dim, the camp grows quiet, and the stars guard our weary rest. For a single day, you marched with Rome. You trained, you fought, you laughed, you endured. If you were a Roman legionary for one day, this is how your journey would unfold. A life of discipline, brotherhood, courage, and the unshakable will that built an empire. But the story does not end here. Every warrior in history carries a tale, and every tale carries a lesson. So tell me, in our next adventure, which warrior will you become? A fearless Viking, a noble samurai, a swift Spartan, or perhaps a shadowy medieval knight? Join me in the next video, and together, let's discover the warrior within you. Until then, rest, soldier of Rome. Tomorrow, new legends await. Our journey continues. Follow us for the next warrior.